Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Phoenix, they never should have got KD. I'm telling you, I think deadass, I think they would have been better off just never getting KD. They would have been better off keeping DeAndre Ayton, Chris Paul, D-Book, and McCall. They deadass, they could have been an actual contending team if they just stuck with that. But niggas wanted to be dumb. Let's get into it. How Kevin Durant suddenly became irrelevant. I ain't gonna lie, I might bail out on this reaction. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Do you want your career to end in Phoenix?
Man, I want my career to end on my terms. That's the only thing.
Bingo.
That's the only thing. It's gonna be a whole new era of your team when I get to your team. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's a lot of work and
change
through the season. Like I'm still of value. You know what I'm saying? Especially in my contract and just my production. That me just getting up and moving in the middle of the season, it's gonna be a big blow to any team I'm going to. You know what I'm saying? So.
About a year ago, Kevin Durant made a very controversial statement. KD essentially questioned why he isn't in the GOAT debate, and he basically said it's because he did this. Now, of course, at that time, this broke the internet, and everybody went to flame KD's resume while simultaneously reminding him that, bro, you made the weakest move ever, and you haven't quite recovered since leaving Golden State. Fair or not, that's simply how KD's viewed. And the more his career continues to progress without him making any type of real significant playoff run post Golden State, the more it kind of proves that point.
You know what? No wonder this hoe ass nigga went to UT. That's just a school that breeds hoe ass niggas. Never. That's my bad. That's just look at this nigga's ball spots. Yeah, my bad. That's hate.
Kevin Durant's career is just aging very weird. It always feels like he's somehow right back on the market without his previous team having any type of real results. Kevin Durant's early stage of his career, never really seen him not play winning, significant, relevant basketball. That was just not a thing. He was always in the big games. Bro, if you look at KD from the time he was a rookie all the way up into his last year in Golden State, only LeBron played more conference finals games than KD. That's how many times he was in the big games. Literally since leaving Golden State, he hasn't played in one conference final since. I don't even really want to beat this dead horse because I know it's not all Kevin Durant's fault, but obviously what makes this a little bit worse is Golden State's instant success post KD. The moment they got right back whole, they immediately won an NBA championship. And again, in this span, KD is yet to make one conference finals and he's 2-4 in playoff series. I get it. This Phoenix team sucks ass. They have a new owner that seems quick to pull the dumbest triggers.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Phoenix, they never should have got KD. I'm telling you, I think deadass, I think they would have been better off just never getting KD. They would have been better off keeping DeAndre Ayton, Chris Paul, D-Book, and McCall. They deadass, they could have been an actual contending team if they just stuck with that. But niggas wanted to be dumb and go and get Kevin Durant for some reason. I don't know why. Like, shout out to Kevin Durant and all that, but like, what do you gain from doing that realistically? I don't know.
Team is very poorly constructed. They have some of the worst contracts in sports. They have a player that's on a no trade clause that feels like it should be illegal. I get it. But I just seen them lose to the Lakers in a team with
And then them niggas, hold on, my bad. Then them niggas went and got Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal. Nigga, I mean, with all due respect, like Bradley Beal, he averaged 30 or whatever on the Wizards. But why do you think Bradley Beal would play well with Devin Booker? Like, they're the same nigga. You got two of the same nigga on this team. Like, that, it doesn't even make sense. And then you got Bobo sitting on the bench behind who? Yusuf Nurkic? Seriously? Are you serious? Like, what? No point guard?
Devin Booker and Kevin Durant feels extremely lifeless.
Yo, question.
That shit is terrible.
Who has KD?
Shout out to Gills Arena. I watch them niggas like damn near every day.
Better.
When I have time to.
Damn, we going there on a Thursday.
Huh?
Thursday.
Wait, what was the question?
Damn, we going.
Who has KD made better?
Damn. I mean, he made the Warriors better. I don't think you can argue that. Yeah, because you can easily argue Bron takes. I don't know if did Kyrie leave the Cavs before KD pulled up or not? I don't remember. I think it was before. I mean, I think it was after, right? because he got on the Celtics in 2018, right? So yeah, I think the Cavs take at least one of those rings, maybe two, because I think the Cavs also beat Toronto too. So I think realistically, Bron and Kyrie get one or two more rings together if they stay together and KD isn't going to the Warriors. Realistically, that's what I think.
Damn, we going there on a Thursday.
And the Thunder could have probably made a run too to the finals.
Huh?
I don't know. I don't know why he did it for real.
No, I'm
Cause
asking
okay,
because
I'm talking a lot, but at the same time, nigga, remember the reason they lost in the what was it? The conference finals. The reason they lost in the conference finals, he wasn't playing good, bro. Westbrook wasn't playing good either, but he was not playing good.
because no, this is his team, right? So this is his team. So he's
Is
definitely
it his team though, or is it Booker's team?
The knock on KD's career has always been that he's not
It's definitely
really
Booker's
a
team.
leader, a natural born leader. This is something that he actually admitted at some point, and then he kind of tried to walk it back a little bit. But I'm sorry, these two teams post Golden State feels like crystal clear evidence of this very narrative that always surrounded KD's career. For some reason, despite KD always having these all-worldly numbers, and he still has them to this day, his team inevitably becomes this circus. Russell Westbrook never really had the skill set to be a one
Shredder
on a
niggas,
championship
street
team,
clothes.
but he definitely has the persona of a leader. To me, this is why Russ was always able to raise the floor of bad teams with not the best rosters. James Harden, even though he hasn't always been the most professional, he has proven that he can lead teams, and even to some extent this year. I value making teammates better, and James Harden most definitely
Yo, okay, look at that pass, right, bro? I was hooping today. Story time. Niggas didn't ask for it, but fuck it. I was hooping today, bro. It's a nigga at the gym, or let me not say nigga. It's a white dude. He's old. He's like what? I think he said he was 42. Dude at the gym. We're playing, right? We're playing. We running fives. This nigga is Jason Kidd for no reason. Like every pass he makes has to have some type of flair. That should, cause I never see that. Niggas don't like passing for real. Like he's the only nigga that I've seen at the gym really enjoy passing. Which yeah.
does that.
But I was cooking today though. Really, I was really cooking. Like I was dropping, I was getting buckets, threes. Yeah. But this is my first time hooping since spring break.
I don't
Though.
know if people noticed, but
My
Zubac
bad.
is having a career year, and it's because of James Harden. Meanwhile, when I look at Phoenix, and I'm not even blaming KD because I understand it's not all his fault, but I'm seeing them crash out on Mason Plumlee time after time after time, and it's deservingly so. I'm seeing them crash out on Mike Budenholzer time
Did he mean Mason Plumlee or
after
Yusuf?
time after time. I'm seeing KD oddly in incident after incident after incident, and it just looks like he's finally seeing life as a true leader. In Golden State, this was Draymond that did all of this and really did all the ugly work to allow KD to simply hoop. This weak-ass Phoenix team just doesn't have that. Now it seems like KD has to wear all these caps that he's not really used to wearing.
Kevin, what do you say about those that say maybe you need to do more or be a leader more without Steph?
What does being a leader mean? I don't know what being a leader is because everybody chips in, everybody leads by their voice every single day. Andre might say something one possession, and I might say something. Draymond, and it goes down the line. Then we got coaches, so we do this as a collaborative effort. It isn't just one guy that voice is just louder than everybody else. It's a collaborative effort on the basketball court as well. So I don't really understand what that means, but I come to play every single night.
Regardless of how exactly
That's just one of them NBA media answers
you
right
feel,
there.
this is just the facts. Look at this man's numbers this
Hold
year.
on. Is that his locker? This nigga does not use lotion. Why is he lying? Pause.
Exactly you feel.
But y'all seen pictures of this nigga being ashy. Come on.
This is just the facts. Look at this man's numbers this year. Fantastic, as they always are.
Yo, okay. I know I keep pausing a lot. This nigga, hold on. My
Just the
bad.
facts. Look at this man's
This nigga's legs. This is
numbers this year.
Okay, this
Fantastic.
nigga got this fat ass. Okay, you can see from this nigga's legs is long as shit. Like, and I know obviously his legs are long. He's a 7-footer, but like I'm talking about in proportion to his arm. Damn, Trey trying to play defense for real. In proportion to his arm, I mean, not arm. In proportion to his torso, his legs is mad long.
As they always are. In the history
Damn, he
of
hit
the
that on Trey.
entire NBA, only 6 players have had these specific numbers and have finished under 500.
No, I paused again. It's kind of crazy that he's played as long as he has, especially being a 7-footer and being skinny. You would expect a nigga like him to just crumble with age.
This is the list, and this is where Kevin Durant is right now. If he continues to lose, he would now join this list. None of these players, and they're all great players, none of them are really considered to be winners. This season, these are the players that lead the league in scoring this year. And I know some people hate individual plus minus, but I'm emphasizing how well he's scoring despite how poorly they're playing and how odd that is. Everyone else, besides Tyrese Maxey, who's being asked to be a 1, and we know he shouldn't be, and his teammate Devin Booker, everyone else is positive. Again, we know KD is a great scorer, and he's going to go down as one of the best historically ever. But it just looks odd to have these numbers and have your team not even win a back-to-back game in damn near 2 months. This year, Kevin Durant has scored over 30 points 18 times. Out of everybody that scored over 30 points 10 times, these are the 5 players with the worst record. I just made a video about LaMelo Ball. You can say whatever you want about Jimmy Butler, and I don't think Jimmy is anywhere near the talent of a Kevin Durant. But it's something about that man that simply elevates every single team he's on. Some people can consider Jimmy Butler as a pro.
Okay. Not. Actually, no. Were the Timberwolves good when he was on the, they were, okay. You know what? You might be right. He might be right.
But this man has a long track record of elevating every situation he's on. Yes, this happened, and the endings always seem to be somewhat sour with Jimmy. But do you know when he got to Minnesota, they were in the midst of the longest active playoff drought with 13 years. He got them in the playoffs. The furthest the 76ers ever went in the Joel Embiid era was the half year they had Jimmy Butler. And to me, that was the 1 year they felt semi-serious. Obviously, we know what he did with the Miami Heat, and Golden State, they're 14-1 with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy can clearly elevate mediocre to bad talent, and he's also able to fit in with adequate talent. I understand Chris Paul's body was completely broken down in his last year with Phoenix. I get that. But even though his game wasn't quite what it was in 2019, 2020, his leadership skills are still unmatched. In these last 2 years, Kevin Durant is on pace to have his lowest winning percentile since his first 2 years in Seattle. In that extremely brief stint where they had Chris Paul, a broken down Chris Paul. They were 8-0 with Chris Paul and Kevin Durant, and at least they won a playoff series. Kevin Durant, since leaving Golden State, he's had 5 different head coaches, and for whatever reason, nothing just works. I'm sorry, it's kind of been proven. This man has to be in a
Wait, this has nothing to do with anything.
like this. It's just something. Follow my social media sites.
Why does this nigga look like Nas? Yo, yo, look at SWISHOUT. Is this how this nigga looks in real life? This nigga look like Nas, ain't it? A younger version. Hold on. That's funny as hell.